Merry Christmas, my friends. My name is Forge, and welcome to our brand new add-on release. So today, I'll be showcasing off an add-on that I've been working on for the past week, and this is my Christmas add-on. I am calling this add-on the Christmas Claus, which allows you to become Santa Claus. You'll have special abilities and the ability to tame and ride reindeer. But not only that, but there's also decorations that you can place in your own worlds. I will include a link down below in the description and so you can download this, but I would really love to hear your thoughts on what you think of everything. And without any ado, let's get right into the showcase. Let me go ahead and show you how to get everything to work correctly. Now, if you want everything to work properly inside your world, you need to turn on these experimental features: holiday creator features, custom biomes, modding capabilities, creator features, and modeling features. And then go ahead and apply the add-on, then click on create, and you'll be all good. And you can't have a Christmas add-on without creating some decorations. So that's why I've introduced a few decorations that you can use inside your build. And to begin with, we have some ball ornaments. And in order to get these, you need to get a piece of stained glass, and then grab a chain, place it right on top, then you'll get your desired color. And then once you've made your ball ornaments, go ahead and go over to your Christmas tree. For me, I don't have one anywhere near here, so it's not exactly the best sized tree, but it's gonna have to do for today's video. So we got these ball ornaments. I can place them directly underneath there, and I can use any of the colors that I want to, and just make our tree look really, really nice. And I've also made another ornament, which is a Christmas star. Because you can't complete a Christmas tree without placing a topper on top of the tree. So there we go. We have our star right on top, and this will actually emit some light. So if you place this inside your house, then you will get some light inside the house, which is going to be really good for repelling monsters. I would also like to mention that the Christmas star, it is uncraftable. The only way to obtain it is by finding that structure, which I'll be talking about in a few moments. But with that, there's also one more decoration that I've included. So I'm going to place down some blocks. And I've introduced some Christmas lights that you can use inside your build. And in order to get that, you need to use one green stained glass, one yellow stained glass, and one red stained glass with 3 chains right on top, and you'll get your Christmas lights. Red and green can actually be switched around if you want to, but do not switch to yellow. You will not get any lights. And once you craft those, you can go and place these on any direction you want. So we placed one Christmas light there, another one there, and we can also have it in this direction as well. And they will also emit a little bit of light. I don't know if you can notice it or not, but there is subtle light there. Now, for some strange reason, if you do place the Christmas lights on the x-axis, then they will end up glitching out and they'll look a little bit darker. But if you were to place it on the z-axis, then it will work properly. And I have no idea why it does this, but I did try fixing this glitch a few times, but no matter what I did, I just couldn't figure it out. And our Christmas tree would not be complete without introducing a wreath. So I did introduce wreaths to the game. If you want to make the wreath, you can use any kind of leaf that you want in an upside down pants formation, then place one red wool on top, then you'll get yourself your Christmas wreath. However, you can also find a wreath within this new structure that we'll be talking about later on in the video. And then we have presents. They can be traded from elves. But however, there's also another way of obtaining a present. So there's also a crafting recipe, which is going to be using 8 red wool, using 8 red wool with a piece of green wool right on the top center. Then you'll get yourself your Christmas present. Inside of here, you can put stuff inside there, and you can take this to your friends. You can surprise them with some nice diamonds, which is really nice. But I also want to point out that this is using an entity, so that way you can interact and put stuff inside the inventory. If you decide to break it, then all the items are going to spill out. Right inside the chest, we have some new foods. We have candy canes, which if you get 4 candy canes in a row, then you can make yourself a block. There are 4 different colors of candy canes. There is blue, purple, red, and yellow. And when you eat any of these, then they will give you regeneration for about 15 seconds. So they are going to be quite good for restoring your health if you're getting a little bit low. For the blocks themselves, they look quite nice as well. So we got all the different colors of candy cane blocks, and you can use these to make some giant candy canes if you so desire to. And now the only way for you to get candy canes it's going to be from the elf tray tables. Next up is gingerbread men. Gingerbread men, when you eat them, they don't really give you anything. They're just a really good tasty cookie. And they're crafted by using 4 cocoa beans surrounding a piece of wheat. Then you get 8 gingerbread men. Now when you're going throughout your journeys, then you may stumble upon a brand new structure which is called Santa's Workshop. And you can see that there are some function messages. There's nothing that I could have done about that. Those will pop up when you're near one of the structures. And right here is the structure. But sometimes you may experience a bug where you're going to find multiple of them around the area. So like there's another one right over there and another one way over there. I tried making it to where it wasn't incredibly rare for you to find because I still wanted you to experience these features. But I also didn't want it being way too common, which is something that may occur sometimes. But at the same time, I also didn't want this being too common. It's going to come with a bunch of things that we went over earlier, such as all the different decorations. But there's also 2 exclusive mobs that you will only find in the structure, and that is the elf, and that's the reindeer. The reindeer will spawn on the outside. The reason why I made them exclusive to the structure is because I wanted them to feel special to Santa. And as we all know, only Santa is allowed to control reindeer. Only Santa is allowed to control elves. So the only way to find these mobs is to find the workshop. Now when you go into the structure, then you will find all the decorations that we went over earlier, such as the ball ornaments, the Christmas lights, the star, and even the wreaths, which you'll find above the fireplace, and there's even one over here as well. Now if you look over on this side of the Christmas workshop, then you will find a Christmas Claus. This will allow you to become Santa Claus. So you'll get some really good buffs, you'll get villager discounts, and you'll literally just be Santa Claus inside of Minecraft. Now just to be safe, I decided to make it so when you interact with this and you have armor on, then it's not going to do anything at all. Because this will end up replacing your armor with some brand new custom armor that I created just for this add-on. So make sure that if you want to become Santa Claus and you want to get that new armor, then take off any armor that you're wearing because it's not going to work if you're wearing any armor. I did that so you would not lose any of your armor pieces that you may have worked hard on getting. So when I interact with this, then it's going to tell us to click again to accept the contract. So the moment I do that, then you will hear a Santa laugh and it'll say you are now Santa. And look at that, we're wearing our Santa suit. You'll get speed 4, strength 3, jump boost 3, absorption 2, and hero of the village 4. I mean, you gotta admit, Santa Claus is quite an OP being. Another thing that you'll get is this really nice Santa suit. But however, if I open the inventory, as you can notice, you cannot take off the armor. So you're not going to be able to wear your netherite armor, you can't wear any diamond armor, or anything of that sort. Because you gotta look like Santa Claus. You can't look like anything else but Santa Claus if you accept the role as Santa Claus. There is a lot of rules to being Santa Claus, and I love it. Now while you can't wear any of that powerful netherite armor, this armor, it is still going to be quite powerful because it's actually a little bit better than netherite. So you're still going to be able to be protected well enough for you to survive. So you got nothing to really worry about as Santa Claus. Because let's be honest, you don't want nothing bad to happen to Santa Claus, because if Santa Claus dies, then guess what? Christmas is ruined and you get no Christmas presents. I can't survive without Christmas presents. Nobody can survive without Christmas presents. Now you may also notice that your armor slots are locked, so you're not going to be able to take off the armor. If you do end up dying, the armor will end up falling off your player. There's really nothing that I could have done to fix that problem. The armor will end up getting picked up, but it will still be locked to your inventory. But now if you go and interact, you can equip the armor back on and you can resume your contract. But if your friend does end up picking it up, you might want to just warn them that if they pick it up, then they have to become Santa Claus. You know, just like in those old Santa Claus movies. And that's actually the inspiration behind this add-on. It was the old Tim Allen movies. Spoiler alert, you know, the ones where he picks up the suit and he has to become Santa Claus. That's basically the inspiration. Now let's say you're done with being Santa Claus and you want to go back to being a regular player. You know, the player that has no special buffs, the player with no special attributes, just a regular Minecraft player. Well, you can make yourself a snow globe. So first off, you need to make a golden nether star, which is using a nether star with 4 pieces of gold around it. Then you'll get yourself your golden nether star. Then after that, place that right in the center, grab some more gold, place that on the bottom, grab some glass, place one there, there, and then you get yourself a snow globe. Now just like with the contract, you have to interact with this twice. So the first time, it will ask you to click again to leave the contract, and it will give you a warning of what you will lose. And then when you interact again, you will lose your armor, you will lose your powers, and you'll no longer be able to tame or ride reindeer. Wait a second. Tame or ride reindeer? Well, that's actually the next thing that we're talking about right now. And as Santa Claus, you can't go anywhere without some reindeer. So that's why within the structure, you'll be able to find yourself some reindeer. I made it so they will only spawn within this structure, so that way they're a little bit more connected to Santa Claus. If you are not Santa Claus, then you cannot ride these reindeer. You have to be Santa Claus. You have to accept the contract if you want your very own reindeer. I really do apologize for all those messages. There's literally nothing that I could do to remove those. I tried everything. If you try to use the reindeer without your Santa Claus outfit, then you cannot ride them. They're already not going to do anything at all. But however, you can still put a lead on them and you can take them to your house. So if I interact with this reindeer, then you should get some art particles. Oh, he loves me. Of course he loves me. Because I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. I just sounded like Santa Claus with a really bad cold. Now once you have tamed your reindeer, you can hop on top of him with a saddle. Then you can give him the saddle and you can ride him around. And these do have similar speed ranges to a regular horse. Sometimes they can be a little bit faster, but with their jump power, they can jump quite high. So I'm going to try to get a reindeer here that has really good speed and some really high jumping power. We got one that's really fast. And now let's see the jumping power. And there we go. As I said before, they have some really good jumping power because let's be honest, Santa Claus, he has to be able to get around the world quick enough so he can deliver all those presents. And he also has to have the power to jump on roofs. But now that I think about it, if I heard a reindeer jump on my roof, I think I'd be a little bit concerned. If you get yourself a present and you interact with one of them, then you can place the present on their backs. And then you can run them around. You can open up the inventory and put stuff inside of there. And by the way, you'll also get a few extra slots. For the presents alone, they will only give you 5 slots. The reindeer will give you 9 slots. Now remember earlier when I mentioned that you have to be Santa Claus if you want to tame or ride these guys? Well, the same thing also applies when you're wanting to give them a present. So the only thing that will happen when you interact is their GUI popping up. So you could put a saddle on there still if you really wanted to. But if you were Santa Claus and you placed a present on the back of the reindeer, then you could still put objects inside of there and you can still take stuff out if you really wanted to. But I do want to warn you that if you do put the present on the back of the reindeer, you will end up losing the present. Because it's only going to drop a chest. It will drop any items that you had inside that present at the time. I tried fixing that issue, but I just couldn't figure out exactly how to fix it. As well know, as Santa Claus, you can't get any work done without your friendly elves. Which inside the workshop, you will find a few elves. And the elves will allow you to trade with them. So you can get emeralds from snowballs. You can get free saplings from diamonds, candy canes from cookies, gingerbread men from emeralds, Christmas presents from blue ice. You can get emeralds from charcoal. That's not coal, that's charcoal. Cooked fish from emerald, campfires from emeralds, fireworks from diamonds, lanterns from emeralds, and the wreaths from emerald. If I look inside the inventory, then you can find yourself all the different items. You can find the candy blocks in the construction tab. If you look in the equipment section, and you look at miscellaneous foods, then you can find the candy canes and the gingerbread men. In the armor section, you can find the Santa Claus suit. However, when you equip the armor that you find in the inventory, this armor can be taken off, so it's not going to be locked to your player. And with that being said, guys, that's basically it for all the things that I've included in this Christmas add-on. And I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments on what you think of everything. I really enjoyed working on everything in this add-on. And hopefully you all do enjoy everything that I've included. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider leaving a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you next time.